It's Week 12 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the 49ers' versatile running back, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the 49ers and the Eagles, under the lights, on Sunday night.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you... to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Powell, and that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
The Eagles at 7-3 now on the year.
And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say this is what the problem is? And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he... end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following the
And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down three. In the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, roll, unlock line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Either almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a short gain here down to the 22. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Eagles to take over.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagles first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Powell. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, 77 more.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most often.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, you've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 223 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it is 42-0.
49ers nothing. Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Powell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Powell over the middle. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They find some open field here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Here we go, set!
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Powell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Powell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side. And
for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big.